In fact, if you have some kind of a lead in my organization, the Save Our BLP, we're volunteers, have no connection whatsoever to the BLP.
Okay. Can you start by saying and spelling your name for me, please?
My name is Ed Lystra, Lystra.
And you are with the.
I'm one of the organizers of this volunteer group called the Board of Light and Power, or excuse me, called the Save Our BLP.
Why did you guys form?
Well, out of concern for the possibility of losing a very good thing. Our BLP has very good rates, very great service. It's at the top tier in all studies from the standpoint of environmental. It's got 23% renewables from solar and wind. That's a figure that most utilities don't hope to reach for another decade or so, and BLP is already there. Another reason is that there's really no good reason to make the change. It's not going to result in any savings. The lines people that we have, we still need, we're going to need. The staff that was attributable to the old power plant has been let off, along with the cooperation of the union. There's no benefit that's going to derive from this change. It's just going to put the Board of Light and Power under the control of City Council. It's a $38 million business we got going here, and City Council is not the place to handle that kind of a responsibility. A lot of people think they're not doing such a good job with the responsibility they've already been given.
There's a lot of contention with this, though. You know, folks saying that the Board of Light and Power isn't cooperating with Eagle, that Harbor Island needs to be cleaned up. What does your group say to that?
Well, I know that's not true. That was one of the concerns that got me involved in this in the first place. So I contacted Eagle, and the man who was the liaison at the time between Eagle and the city and the Board of Light and Power told me that there's no truth to that. He said that his dealings with the BLP were fine.
Why do you think this is such a contentious issue around Grand Haven?
I think there's a degree, pride of ownership, I think you might call it, with the Board of Light and Power. We get to elect the members of the board. They serve for 6-year terms. They're doing an excellent job by any criteria. People don't want to lose a good thing. I think it comes down to that. Also, they don't want to put the BLP under the control of City Council. I think that really is a big concern. They want to keep politics out of the Board of Light and Power.
But there is still an elected board that governs the Board of Light and Power, correct?
There is indeed.
So isn't that kind of politics being involved anyways, or just?
There never has been until recently, and it's only when this charter change group started advocating to make it an actual department of the city that we started to see the political turmoil. And it has reached a fever pitch. Letters to the editor, yard signs, as you've probably seen. Right. It's exactly the thing you don't want when it comes to the management of your electric utility. And yet, that's going to be the future if this thing passes.
How do you feel? Are you concerned, or are you optimistic?
It's hard to get a read on this. We don't do polling. All I can do is judge by the yard signs and the letters to the editor. It looks to be a toss-up. It's going to be a pretty close race. My group got organized relatively late. We organized about 2 months ago. The charter change group has been active for well over a year. So we had some catching up to do.
What is your best argument for keeping the Board of Light and Power as it is?
I think their record of service, by all measurements, they are in or near the top tier of service when it comes to things like outages and service. Also, their rates are lower than any of their competitors. It's a very competent organization. And you look at the alternative, which is turning it over to the members of City Council. These people have almost a full-time job managing this utility. To make it now the responsibility of an advisory board that reports to the city manager, who in turn reports to City Council, which makes the ultimate decisions, seems like a non-starter. When you start with the level of service that we've already got, and you talk about making a change, the only possible direction in which you're going to go is down.
What are your fears? What are you worried that might happen if this passes?
I'm afraid that our service will not be as good as it is now. I'm afraid our utility rates will go up. And I'm afraid that it will become greatly politicized.
How can it become politicized? It's the electric utility.
Well, we've seen it become politicized over the last few months. Once again, yard signs about an electric utility, letters to the editor about an electric utility, contentious meetings because of this. No, I think it's a very real danger that it's going to become greatly politicized. And it's going to be under the thumb of city council, which is nothing if not political.
Is there anything else you'd like to add?
I'll respond to any question.
I think, I'm just having a hard time wrapping my head around what the difference is. What's the difference going to be if it's with the city charter, if it's not? Do you think it's going to change all that much?
I think this change is going to be substantial if it becomes under the control of city council.
What do you think might happen?
I think the rates are going to go up. I think the service is going to go down.
When I was talking with Field before this, he had mentioned Harbor Island cleanup and that needing to be a cleanup site, and that the Board of Light and Power isn't doing their due diligence in terms of Harbor Island cleanup for waste that's there. What do you say to that?
Well, that's the kind of claim that got me involved in this in the first place. Once again, I got in touch with the environmental department at the state, which is EGLE, and they told me that there's no truth to that allegation. They said their relationship with the Board of Light and Power has always been good. It's true that the BLP is responsible for some of the contamination on the island. It's coal ash residue that they're concerned about. That's also the site of the city's old dump, which has got PFAS contamination, which is much more serious. So both the city and the BLP carry some responsibility for cleaning up that island. But I don't think that's going to be any better handled by the city than it is being handled by the BLP. BLP, for example, has already set aside $16 million in order to handle their share of the remediation. The city, out of its own funds, has put aside absolutely nothing so far.
You had brought up when we had talked previously that the director of the Board of Light and Power makes more than the city manager in terms of money, and that might be a difficult thing for the city manager to manage. Are you confident that a city manager could oversee a Board of Light and Power utility?
No, and I think somebody should ask the city manager what she thinks about taking on this responsibility. As best I can tell, her hands are full. She's doing a competent job, but the city is in financial distress. The city has already laid off about 10% of its workforce. I don't think she's going to be able to handle a $38 million business on top of her other responsibilities. And once again, I think somebody should simply ask her, do you want this to happen?
I don't know if I've got any other questions. I think you did a great job. You're very concise, which I appreciate. It's a very convoluted issue.
It's a disturbing issue. There's no question about that. Nobody likes to see this kind of turmoil in a small town. It's one of the reasons people move here, because we traditionally have not had this kind of controversy, and yet people are up in arms over it.